won't support you achieve anyway. I had a subscriber reach out to me via email, and she doesn't mind that I share this because I'm going to share it anonymously. But she wants to know why some people won't support you. And this is my jam. Not only because I've also experienced this firsthand, but I also know people. So I had the perfect answers for her. And I just would like to share them with you. So we're going to jump right into it. Because you may be experiencing the same thing. You might have those same thoughts. Why is it that the people I thought would support me are not supporting me in this season? They're not showing up the way I thought they would. First of all, people will surprise the hell out of you. You think you know them and you don't. Or you've been knowing them for a long time, but you only know them in certain seasons of your life, because as your seasons change and as their seasons change, they are going to change. And sometimes not for the better. And sometimes when you elevate, people are going to change anyway because they're not used to seeing you in that light. They want you to remain the same. They don't like your change. You may like your change, and that's what life is all about, evolving and changing. But see, they don't want to see you change, and especially if you're exceeding them. So again, let's jump right into it. It's a shock when family or so-called family and friends don't support you. But if you think about it, why would some of them? Some of them have been around you all of this time or for a long period of time in your life, but they are not your people. So that's why I say, why would they? They are simply people who are in proximity to you. And proximity does not equal friendship or familiarity. So you have to realize that everybody who is around you are not necessarily your family or not necessarily your friend. We may call them that, and then we get caught up on that word, friend, family. But everybody is not that. Some people are just in proximity to you. Some people are associates. Okay, you just work with them. Some people are associates because they really rock and are really friends with somebody, or maybe related and family to somebody who you are close to. So you've known them, you've grown up with them. And then you're giving them this gift, which is this label of friendship or family. And you may even see them as that. But that doesn't mean that they see you as that. Clearly, if they're not supporting you. And also, people often present one way, but are the complete opposite. So that ties into that. You may see them as friend or family, and they're presenting that to you because, they kick it with you. It's a bunch of laughs and giggles. But when it comes down to it, they are the complete opposite of that. They don't have your back. They don't even like you like that. They don't like you that much. Keep in mind that proximity does not equal friendship or familiarity. So I tell my clients, please get that word friendship out of your head. Please get that word friend out of your head. Everybody is not a friend. If you haven't been through it with some people, I'm talking ups and downs, or good times and bad times, or fun times and scary times, more than likely you can't call that person your friend. They may be a really friendly associate. They can be somebody that you want to get to know, or somebody who you think is cool, or somebody who you like to spend a lot of time with. But friend? Nah. And the reason I don't like speaking that word out and calling every single person a friend is because it's kind of like you're putting word curses on yourself. You're saying that they're a friend, but they don't see you in the same light. So you're saying friend, 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 and you're doing friend things for these people, and then you're having friend expectations of these people. You see what I'm saying? It's like you're speaking this life over the friendship, but it's not reciprocal, and then you end up getting your feelings hurt in the end. So anyway, that's that. Number 2, another reason why you may not be getting supported by people who you thought you were going to get support from is because you're a high performer, and achievement is expected from you. You know, everything you do is great. You're beautiful, so you got that going for you. You know how to dress, so you got that going for you. Whenever you put your mind to something, you achieve it. Honestly, people are sick of hearing about it. And I don't say that to be mean. I mean, I'm not sick of hearing about people I love, their achievements. But what I'm saying to you, these people who you thought were into you like that, they're sick of hearing about it because things always go well for you. You're a high performer, so you're always achieving things. It's like, oh, what new? What's she doing now? Okay, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, this is going to work out just like the last thing worked out. You know, they're tired of hearing about what's going good in your life because they somewhat expect it from you. That's who you are. You're just a great person. And I'm saying that in a good way, but they're seeing it as like a slight. You ever notice that when a bum does something, I'm gonna say you're a really good cook. Say you're a really good cook, and the bum in your family makes a grilled cheese one time, and I'm gonna say that these are just examples. Your aunt may say, "Oh my God, that grilled cheese was so good. Oh yes, he put his foot in that grilled cheese. You know, he's just an awesome cook. He's an excellent cook. Yes, he made that grilled cheese, and it was just so buttery, and it was just so cheesy, and it just tastes so good. Oh yeah. Oh, oh yes, he's an immaculate chef. He should really go to culinary school." They're making all this fuss over grilled cheese that the bum made. But when there's a family event, right, and you're an excellent cook, like I said, you're the best, you make a chicken marsala, okay? I'm just naming a meal that's more, advanced than a daggone grilled cheese. So you make the chicken marsala, and your aunt tastes it, and she's like, "Ooh, this chicken marsala is good." And so she asks around to find out who made it. And they say, "Oh," I'm just throwing out names. They say, "Oh, Becky made that. Becky made that chicken marsala." And she's, "Oh, okay. Okay. And she don't even want to say it's good anymore. She don't even want to say it's good anymore. Because everything you do, Becky, is top tier. So she don't even want to give you the credit no more. In her mind, she's like, "I'm sick of her. Everything she do, she just succeeds. And, it's good, but it ain't all that. I ain't gonna say." And then, everyone around is, "Oh, isn't this chicken marsala good? Isn't it good?" And she don't even want to say it's good. She turned her head. She don't even want to acknowledge it. And for people, I'm giving this example, but I swear I have seen it with my own eyes. I've been the Becky, okay, who's making a great achievement, who the auntie, and I'm not talking about my auntie in real life, but you know what I'm saying. You know the example. The family member just don't want to give you the credit, but they'll give the bum the credit all day, every day. Why? Because they sick of you doing all these great things and always doing good. which means they're really a hater and they don't want to give you the credit. That's what it's summed up to be. They're just a hater and don't want to give you the credit. So, and I've also seen this take place with other people. They just don't want to give them credit because they're like, dang, when she gonna not achieve something? When she gonna be doing bad? Never. Look, the answer is never. But yeah, sometimes when you're a high performer, achievement is expected from you. So they're not going to pump you up like they will pump up that bum because they're tired of you. They want to see somebody else get accolades. They're sick of you getting it. So they don't even want to give them to each other. So don't even strive for it. Don't even look for their validation. And I talked about that in my past vlogcast, talking about managing your stress, not needing anyone's validation. Because, see, doing well is your baseline. So there are no accolades for you, not from them. Don't even look for them. Give yourself the accolades. And I've gotten so accustomed to this personally that, let's say I'm Becky and I made the chicken marsala. This is how you get yourself the accolades. You taste that and you be falling out your chair like, dang, I did that. That's some good chicken marsala right there. Girl, you did that. You put your foot in it. That's me talking to myself. Because guess what? I'm not depending on that from nobody else. I'm pumping myself up the whole time. Whole time I'm making it, I'm tasting like, oh my God, this chicken marsala is good. It's good. It's good. It's good. And then your true blues, the people who are in your very close circle, if they happen to be around, they can taste it. And they could pump you up like they will, because these are the people that you have vetted. These are people that don't have any type of secret animosity towards you. They're not weird. So they're going to say, oh, girl, that did. Yeah. But for the most part, I'm going to say pump yourself up. Taste that chicken marsala. Know that it's the bomb, because you cannot depend on anyone else to cheer you on and validate you. There are no accolades for the high performer. Okay, the next reason some people will not support you is that they can only tolerate you when you're not exceeding them, when you're not doing as well. Sad but true. Yep, and I've experienced this as well with a fake friend back in the day. I know when I first graduated from college, I was kind of going through it because I had a tough time getting a job. I had a tough time figuring out what I wanted to do. Now, this fake friend, this was her glory time, because she didn't go to college. So this was her time. Oh, she felt so good about herself seeing me go through it. She felt so good about herself. She was, see, that's why I'm glad I didn't go to college. See, that's why I'm glad I did. Oh, I'm glad I didn't go to college. I'm glad I didn't spend all that money. And I got a good paying job, because she had a good paying job at that time. And, I make almost 6 figures. And see, you and my other friend, y'all went to college and y'all both struggling trying to find a job, and I'm just glad I didn't go. And I could see straight through that BS. At the time, like I said, I was a new graduate. My discernment was always there, but my little snapback game wasn't as strong, especially when it came to people back then who I thought were my friends. I kind of took it easy on them. So, but I did say to her, I said, girl, you act like we did something bad by going to college. It takes time. It takes time. And, oh, she battled me. Oh, no, I'm just glad I didn't go. Da, da, da. So eventually I got my footing. I figured out what I wanted to do. Them jobs started rolling in, and then she had nothing to say. That is around the time when I saw her jealousy started kicking in overtime. And I remember I did say to her, girl, now I'm so glad I went to college. I am. And yes, I was trying to be petty and rub it in, because I knew what she was trying to do. I was discerning that she was being a little bit phony and a little bit fake with me. So I said, yeah, I got to make sure I let her know what time it is. I did. But that is a perfect example of someone only wanting to tolerate you when you're not exceeding them. Now, when the job started rolling in, did she ever congratulate me? No. Did she ever congratulate me when I got my first good paying job? Again, no. No. Because it came to a point where I was doing better than her. Did she congratulate me or feel, good about when I got my first house? No. Because I was exceeding her. Now, here's the chick that when she was living in her apartments, and this is when I wasn't, I wasn't finding a job, and she had a good paying job, and I was still trying to find my way and find my footing. Okay, she had her little luxury apartments, and I would go see her luxury apartments, and I would just be so excited for her, and I'd be like, oh, this is nice. Oh, I can't wait till I get my own. Oh, yes. Because I'm different. When I see people doing better than me, I get inspired. So I love to go over her house. I love to see, what type of decoration she was putting up and what she was doing new with the rooms. I'm like, oh, yeah, one day. But do you think I got that same love and excitement? Do you think I got that same love, support, and excitement when I got my first place? Hell no. Hell no. She act like she ain't even want to come. Look, came to the housewarming and was salty the whole time. Even made a comment, oh, this is a nice little starter house. Girl, what? Which is a joke. Clearly hating, but that's for a whole nother episode. But you get my drift. Some people can only tolerate you when you're not exceeding them. So, of course, they're not going to support you. And lastly, this is my favorite one. They're withholding acknowledgement to get a desired reaction out of you. See, silence is a loud absence. It really is. It's a passive retaliation against you. They're mad. They see you doing something great, and they don't want to say anything. They want to act like they don't see you. They start bird boxing. That's what I call it. Bird boxing. Like, oh, I don't see it. I don't see it on Instagram. No, I don't see the text. No, I don't. People talk about it. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Because they want you to feel slighted. And you are allowed to reevaluate relationships like that. Relationships with people don't want to show up for you, and relationships with people want to ignore the good stuff that's happening to you. That silence equals a lack of acknowledgement. And again, it's a passive retaliation against you. They're doing it because they're pissed off. They're mad. And you are not obligated to keep engaging with people like that. Am I saying cut them off? You do what you want to do. But what makes sense is that you don't want to keep getting ignored, all your good things being ignored, and all of the bad things or the sad things that happen to you getting magnified. You make the decision. And lastly, I want to leave you with some tidbits that you can do for yourself because you deserve it. Okay, whatever you're doing or whatever you're achieving, whatever you're succeeding in, do it for the joy, not the response. Because again, if you're waiting on people's response, then your joy is basically in their hands. And they don't have that power unless you give it to them. It's things that I have my hand in and businesses that I have dealings in that nobody would ever know. It's not on Instagram. No one knows about it but my really, really close people. Why? Because I'm doing it for the joy, not the response. And they'll never know. Also, decenter these type of people. Don't tie yourself to people like this. It is disgusting. It is a disgusting way to live when you're around a bunch of people. All three of these types of situations that I describe, it basically boils down to someone who does not want the best for you, aka someone who is hating on you. So don't tie yourself to being around these people and building relationships with them, because you want to excel in life, and they ain't gonna do nothing but drag you down. You have to navigate while being under attack by these people, okay? Document their patterns. You see something you don't like, maybe you don't want to make a drastic decision to not deal with them anymore. So just keep watching. I guarantee they will give you reason after reason after reason. Just like that fake friend I had. She did way more than that. Now, she got it in good, because this is before my awakenment. This is before I just opened up my eyes and knew that the people who were around me, who grew up with me, was not necessarily my friend. I blindly used to think that everyone who I grew up with, if they were a friend at one point, they stayed a friend. But nah, people change. People change. And like I said on another vlogcast, little Sally that you went to elementary school with is not necessarily going to stay the same type of friend that she's been to you all along. Yeah, y'all used to laugh at jokes and cut up and everything was fun and giggles. But now that you are older and real life is happening, people are developing their character and who they are. And sometimes it just sucks and you don't want to be affiliated with it. So don't date down. Just like you don't date down, you don't want a friend down. Some people are just beneath you. Like, just the way they were raised and brought up and how they think. It's just trash. And I know I don't associate myself with no trash. Everybody that I do call a friend is up there, meaning they got something going on for themselves. Again, I had to learn how to start leaving people alone who don't have something going on for themselves. Like, if their life sucks and they're just down in the dumps and, they're crisis people, I won't make a friend out of a crisis person. And it's not to be mean. It's just that I don't friend down. I'm not a crisis person. I don't develop low-level problems and then put them off on other people. So I expect to be around people who do the same. I don't friend down. And also understand people can be two things at once. People can be good people in general, and they can still have deeply failed you when it comes to what matters to you. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean is that a person is not necessarily evil just because they're not supporting you. They could be good people. They could feed the homeless and donate to the needy and do all of these good things, and they could still have deeply failed you as a supporter. And they're not there for you when it matters most. Okay? So to that, I say, let them be good people to the people who they want to be good people to. Okay? Leave them for the homeless if that's who they like to feed. I'm sure there's also other people in their life who they support and like to be around and say, oh my God, good job. Because sometimes that's really all you're looking for. Like I told the subscriber who wrote this in, sometimes it's not like you're looking for money or anything from them, but you're just looking for, oh, good job, I'm happy to hear that. Or you just want to hear the excitement in their voice, right? And you don't. Okay, if you don't, then you're not for me. It's not that everybody around me has to sweat me, but dang, do you want bad things to happen to me? It's like you get excited and you get overly interested when things are falling apart, but then when I'm saying, oh, look, this is what happened, da, 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 you don't really share my excitement. Now, I give you one off because everybody got their own things going on, but if it keeps happening, that's why I said, note the pattern. Take note of the pattern. If it keeps happening, you always happy when I'm down, but you always blah when I'm happy. Girl, you got to go. You got to go. Okay? And let me leave you with this. I feel like more people like you better when you're dumb. And not dumb in the sense that you don't know anything, but, well, let me not use the word dumb. Let me say down. More people like you when you're down. Why? Because we just have a lot of people, not we, because I don't have it. A lot of people have a crabs in a barrel mentality. Instead of looking to others for inspiration or being happy for others just because God is good, they want it all. They want the accolades. They want the praise. They want the glory. Those are trash people and they're beneath you. Get away from them. Y'all be safe.